One of the biggest concerns I've been hearing about mRNA vaccines, the new technology Pfizer and Moderna are using to combat COVID-19, is that they could change the DNA of a vaccinated person. This isn't possible given how they work, and here I'll show you why that is. In a previous video, I talked about how mRNA vaccines work to train the immune system in case a person ever encounters the real virus. To tackle this new question and show why mRNA vaccines can't change a person's DNA, we'll have to go back to more basic biology, the central dogma of molecular biology. The central dogma states that genetic information flows from DNA to RNA to protein. In other words, the specifics of how to make all the proteins in your cells are coded into DNA, and RNA is an intermediate messenger on the way to protein production. Spatially in the cell, it looks like this. DNA is sacred, so it's protected in an organelle called the nucleus. Proteins are made in the main compartment of the cell, called the cytosol or the cytoplasm. The messenger RNA, or mRNA, is a copy of the relevant DNA, so it's made in the nucleus. Then, it travels to the cytosol so proteins can be produced, and the DNA never has to risk leaving the nucleus. mRNA vaccines, as I've discussed before, come into the picture at the RNA stage. They provide a template for a protein, in this case the spike protein of the coronavirus, which the immune system uses to develop an immune response in case the real thing ever shows up. Genetic information generally does not flow backwards, and there is no component of the vaccines that would allow it to do so. This would require directing the molecules into the nucleus, as well as some sort of conversion of RNA into DNA. There's nothing in either the Pfizer or the Moderna vaccines that could make either of these things happen. Also, RNA molecules are fragile and break down rather quickly. Once the mRNA in the vaccine has done its job, it doesn't stick around for long. So as for the question of can mRNA vaccines alter DNA, the answer is no.